doing the reading, as I'm moving on this afternoon, and yeah, doing a lot of work here for the collective. Um, Beautiful connections with people around here. And yeah, if you like my readings and you want a twin flame reading from me, let me know. I'm working with the Starseed cards and with the Lemurian Star Child Oracle deck. So these cards are really amazing to bring you to that vibration and out of the third dimensional realm of our ego and our thinking. It needs to be, in every case, in balance. So let's see what will come up for the Divine Masculine today. Divine Masculine, you're manifesting. You're manifesting everything what you want in your life, and that's because you're doing your work, you're connected, you're making... I'm trying to get a little bit out of sun, and you see the mountains behind me. Behind there is the Valley of the Kings and Habu Temple. That's one of my favorites. So yeah, this is just by manifesting, doing the work, letting the energy pull through. And it's very important with kind of energies you are connecting with, because if you are connecting with energies that are not in alignment with where you are, you won't manifest. You know, it's like you're getting stuck and you've been holding back, and all the things and the dreams that you wanted for yourself, that's not getting into fruition because there are energies behind it that are on a lower frequency that is not pushing you forward where you want to go. And you need to be in that alignment with source that gives you the energy, that gives you the inspiration, and that gives you the oh, I can't get the words, that you can get the inspiration and what to do with your soul mission. And when you're aligning yourself with that, then you're moving forward, because that's where the universe wants you to go. Not just doing it for yourself, but for, you know, the collective, or to be, let me say it differently. If you're doing the work for the collective, the universe will work with you to push through your creations, your soul purpose, the things that you want to manifest, because it's coming from source. It's not coming from you, it's not coming from your ego, it's coming from source. And when it's coming from source, then you get activated constantly. So and that's the most beautiful thing of it. So Divine Masculine is manifesting one thing after the other. Maybe it's a business, maybe it's a house. It could be that he's manifesting more people around him to bring out the knowledge, you know, that needs to be in the open now, because it's the time that everything comes to light, but still keep it in a container, you know, in a safe container that everybody can, you know, reach that. and the divine masculine has that reputation um, to get all these people in, and that's really amazing because they know and they see what he's doing. Source is seeing what he's doing, and he's using it for good, you know, not for anything anything bad or malicious, or, you know, that's a totally different thing. So the manifestation power is also in his hands. So when he heals, or everything he touch, I hear, turns into gold. And and it's not coming just like this, you know. He puts in the work, and he puts in the hard work, and in other areas he does the dedication and the devotion what is needed, you know, to uh, being connected with source. Because if you're not connected with source, it's everything you want is a push, and you need to, yeah. And then depends which kind of people you have behind you. You know, if you have people behind you that drag you down all the time, then it's hard to manifest. um, yeah. So that's what I hear and feel. And you're in that beautiful celestial energy of the fairies, and you're connected with nature. So that's really, really, really beautiful, and that will set you free. It sets you free from all the other obligations that you have, you know. It's in that connection with the universe, with the god, with the goddess, that you're able to manifest this. What's in the divine masculine's heart space? What's in the divine masculine heart space? Divine masculine energy. He is in his divine masculine energy. He is free. He is very curious about, you know, what am I doing? Which direction should I go? You know, I'm manifesting this all in my life, and he's jumping through life, you know, joyful, energetic. And I also see he's not just taking care of himself, he's also taking care of others and holding that space for others. And when he's holding that space for others, that is coming from love source. Okay, get out. They love me. All the flies love me. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how the divine masculine sees the divine feminine, that she is restoring, and that she's taking rest, you know, that she's taking care of herself, the nurturing, but also want her to join, you know. So it could be that he says, okay, you know, I know you need your rest, I know you need time on your own and to do the things that you want, but I will support you in this. You know, I support you in this because the work, what you're doing, and what you did throughout the last year was a lot. So now we also taking care of you. I want to take care of you because you need to take that rest. And it could also be that he thinks that the divine feminine needs rest from him. So, and what I hear in this rest period, the ACTURIANs and the SYRIAN energies, and I hear Lyra and the Golden Avian energies are supporting her to get rejuvenated, to get more in her energy, to get more in balance, to get things going, and not just to manifest, but to to change the energies, what is going on at the moment. They're connected. The twin flames are both connected, and it could be that the divine feminine is growing in such a speed that the divine masculine says, okay, you need to restore, because you get so many downloads, you get so much light within you, you know, take your rest. You know, I will take care of you, and I will guide you, and I will, you know, I will protect you in everything what you do. So, but also take your time, don't hurry, don't go from don't rush yourself, don't go in that survival mode. Oh, I need to be here, I need to be there. Feel into it. What is needed for you, you know. It could be you know, also divine feminine can have a very strong masculine energy, but that could be because of the survival mode they're in. And you know, because of the role change. And I don't let, they say don't go there to the role change, because it's it's even the whole, yeah, I need to tell it. Okay, the whole role thing and the gender thing, what's going on now, it's just an experiment. It's an experiment. And it's an experimental energy of feminine and masculine energy swap. You know how sometimes they swap the energies within the persons, that can be manifested throughout many other things. First there comes that mental instability, I hear. um, Trauma, you know, when the trauma is not being worked through totally, you know, they start to doubt about who they are. And now the whole um, program that is running is that you can be anyone that you want to be, you know. And I heard so many stories already from people that did a transfer. I don't know why they come up with this, because I have two sides here. I have the Acturian side that says, you know, it needs to get out, and the spirit guides of the third dimensional realm, the ancestors said, no, don't go there. But I need to listen to that higher frequency that is saying, you know, this is because of the program that's going on now all over the world. If you're born as a girl or as a man, you're a man, you're a boy. Um, all the all the I'm not against it personally, but it's more that spirit tells me there are coming so many complications out of this, that it will shorten your life. It brings you to despair, it brings you to that lower frequency, and then you're a target for everything what is around you, as a predator or as a as being used for the higher good of all. I didn't hear one story that was successful. So if you ever think about, I'm not good enough or whatever, go and work on your traumas before you go through that whole gender transfer. Okay? And if you want to blame someone, and it's not about blaming, but they say if you want to blame the church. Because all of the misuse from years and years and years being maybe abused by the church, by a priest, by whatever. We all know about this. When you reincarnate, your soul is so abused, not knowing anymore if you're a boy or a girl. Where are you? What is your identity in this? And I have to let it go. So, from that realm, from that energy, take a rest. If you don't know, if you're doubting, if you're there could be energies behind it that are really pushing you to go through with it. No, those entities are being sent to very traumatized people. And the entities won't leave you, even if you change a gender or, they won't change, they won't leave. They only leave when you work on that deep trauma wound and release that. Because of that, you're so sensitive. So do the research and don't listen to, the program. That's what I hear. Okay. Wow. That's for a masculine energy here. That's or a feminine energy that wants to shift in a masculine energy. Make the transition. Okay. For the divine feminine, breathe in the sun. Take in the sunlight. Connect with the pineal gland needs to be activated by the sun, by the light. And there is more light coming in, I hear, from the ACTURIANs, the SYRIANs, and the golden avians, that gives you so much light that you need that rest in between, that you need to recover, that you need your space, that you need to do all that kind of work that is able to, spreading it out. It's no problem. So because of the light and the energy that comes through, and you need to be grounded. You need to be very grounded. Otherwise, it takes away your, I hear your, I hear you can get lightheaded of so much energy that comes through. So you need to get grounded and breathe very, very deeply, to get yourself anchored again in Mother Earth. But they say because of those energies and the sunlight, you get activated through every star portal you go through. Yeah. In the heart space, creation, you're connected with source. You're creating from your heart space. You are in alignment with source, and nothing else can get you out of that. You're still in that space. You're still in that energy of connected with source. So don't go to that lower frequency. You know, take care of everything what is going on in your life, and that's so beautiful, because I see this huge light pillar from the heart connected to source, and source is downloading all that light where you're connecting to, because that source over there is always also connected to every other aspect that is, and planet and star that is in the universe. So when you can see it, if this huge light of source is connected to everything, yeah, and everything goes on back to source and download straight into you, you know, it's very intense. It's very intense what is happening, and that's what I see. That is the heart space of the divine feminine is connected to all these star beings, to all the stars, to the earth, to everything what's around her, to the temple places, to um, maybe the mosques, you know, every religion, every source there is, you know, it's all connected, and it's all from that heart space, and it's really beautiful, and it hasn't to do with um, any country or whatever. She is home everywhere, because she is connected to that source, and when you're connected to source, you can go anywhere and be at home, because you're at home with source. And that's what I see for the divine feminine, and that's why you know, it's so easy. Well, easy, yeah, it's more easy to manifest that way than buying control mind, because then you have to step in that third dimensional realm and work and push, and but when you do the work for source, for the collective, then it's something else. It's really something else, because I feel those energies, and I hear the roads are open for you. You know, everything what you want to manifest, the roads are wide open. All the things and all the energies that try to hold you back are being cut out of your life. Yeah, every I hear everyone that is not aligned with your soul purpose, um, we send them on a different road, and it could be a road of not your path, but on that road what you are walking, they sending other people that are connected with each other. Divine masculine, what does the divine feminine see in the divine masculine? That he's a new man, that he grew, that he's nurturing his inner child. Maybe there are some inner child wounds that are coming up now at the moment, that are being transmuted, you know, that is being transformed. So he can be that new man for the divine feminine. He also knows that the path he's on is not the right path for him. It's a path he chose, got interrupted, and I hear heavily interrupted. and is stagnant now. It's not moving forward because there are energies, lower energies behind him that hold him stuck in that um, environment. Um, where he doesn't belong, I hear. I hear there was a path he was walking with the Divine Feminine that gave him success, abundance, creation, ideas, riches, I hear. But because he didn't do the work, you know, he got in that energy. Wow. So Divine Masculine, if you want to manifest, you know what you need to do. It's and I see, you know, when because I feel the hurt of the Divine Masculine. I feel the heart, you know. It's like a space that is raw. It's a raw space, I feel. It's tender. I hear go in that energy of the new Divine Masculine. Leave all the old men behind and become again a new version of yourself. Again, a new version of you. Because we are not meant. Oh, there we go again. We are not meant to be stuck in what kind of a relationship we have. Because if you look at the circle of life, everything ends, everything begins. There are always endings and beginnings, and it could be, you know, that beautiful energy, what I feel of source, you know, with the Divine Feminine. I have a feeling Divine Feminine is free and Divine Masculine is still struggling. He's still struggling with his inner child. Well, let's see what will... I feel if I go to the Divine Masculine's energy, I feel heavy. I feel heavy. There's a hole in his heart, you know. It's raw. It's... Yes, he can, you know, interact and connect with other people, but that's from the mind space. I think that there was a situation in the masculine's heart space that was is so hurt that he's not able to give his heart ever again. and the mind is separated from that. Wow, wow. And it means that it won't be there forever, but you know, it's still separated. The heart and the mind is separated. It's not functioning as one. And I hear it's going to be for a long time. Storm, transformation will support the divine masculine. Transformation will support the divine masculine. Let's see what the transformation is. It's and I hear it's about energy. Energy. So it could be that he gets activated, you know, and that will get shift and change his whole life. It's needed, I hear. And that's, yeah, you know, it's in his divine blueprint. It's in his divine blueprint. So he needs to go back, and that's what I hear, you know, that he needs to follow his divine blueprint. If he doesn't follow his divine blueprint, there will be towers, you know. It could be that it's been asked of him to be celibate for a while, to restore, to, you know, take care of his energy, to work through what is happening so he can change that cycle. And it's ancestral work what needs to be done, I hear. It has to do with the ancestral lineage. What he is confronted with. It's a kind of karma that needs to be cleared. And that will create storm in the ancestral lineage way back there. But it needs to be healed. What you are healing inside, you're healing your ancestors, and you're healing next generation. So you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the whole generation. How does he sees the union with the divine feminine? He needs to express himself, he needs to express his feelings, diving deep, making a chance, you know, going through the, don't go, I hear, don't jump through hoops, you know, but give yourself the freedom to play, to discover, to not going from one relationship in another relationship, in, you know, if it has to do with relationships, if it has to do with your twin flame, you know, let it go, give it space. You know, don't jump in one energy after the other, because, you know, there is still ancestral work that needs to be done to become a new man, a new energy again. So what supports the divine feminine? What supports the divine feminine? And what I told you about this storm, right? No, it has to do with ego. That storm has to do with your ego. For the divine feminine, abundance. Abundance will support you in every way. things you create, things that you do, things that you're interacting with, people you're interacting with. You know, it's giving you the abundance that you need and what you deserve. You know, it's really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. So what you're doing that will give you abundance, because you're working with source, and I see it with a lot of my sisters around me, that what the soul work and the loving and the care what they do is giving them the abundance what they need. Yeah, and again, you know, what's in the divine, um, because you get activated, you're connected with source. So I hear you don't need much, but what you need will be taken care of. Ah, beautiful. How does she, what is the energy in the relationship or in the union with the divine masculine? Shine your light, Kuan Yin energy. You know, no matter what, how the divine masculine feels or does or acts, you know, stay in that beautiful light that you carry, you know, and that is, the abundance is coming through you when you're connecting and doing the healing work. I also see it's the energy of Kuan Yin that is so beautiful, that will give you abundance, that you are connected, that everything what is happening with this twin flame relationship, you know, is coming forth out of this, about out of compassion, out of your love, out of your perseverance, your patience, your love, your care. And finally, it's going to be in this harmonious situation. It's really beautiful reading. So I feel that the goddess Kuan Yin is compassionate, forgiving, loving, caring, and she is connected also with all the codes, all the golden codes, you know, and connecting with the dragons, I hear. It's connected with the dragons. So yeah, shine your light, be in that space, and yeah, beautiful. Yeah, okay. Let's see what is coming up from the universe. What's coming up? Two cards fell over. So what's coming up in the universe? Go beyond the cycles. Go beyond the cycles. Go beyond the dreams. You know, fly higher. Take your dragon, and you know, don't go step into the old circles. Don't step into this energy of, you know, being the savior. I hear, be your own savior. And that's for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You know, if you believe, if you want something, it will always happen. But you need to trust and not giving the things out of your hands. So it's holding your resources, and maybe you have to find out another resource than doing it the easy way. So we are so used to old patterns, you know, instead of um, finding other ways, and other sources to go beyond that circle. It's almost like you're repeating the same circles with the energies you need to learn from. Wow, that's interesting. You're repeating the same circles instead of learning from those circles and make different choices and discover that there is an ability to do the things that needs to do. It could be that I had it last week, I couldn't make a booking for my tickets, and I thought, why can't I make a booking? Because every time when I went online, it's shut off, you know, my phone shut off. They couldn't get the money out of my account, and I was like, oh my gosh. I let it go, and I tried it again this morning, and bop through. So it could be that there is a planetary shift going on that is not flowing with you, and then you just have to wait, not getting in panic, but you know, let that energy move away, move through you, and just wait and try it in another time again. So that's what they say, go beyond those circles, go beyond what is easy, go beyond what is challenging you, go and dive into it, because there's always a way. And maybe you want to control that situation. I felt that I wanted to book my ticket, and it didn't go through. And now I booked the same ticket, and it was a bit cheaper than it was a few days ago. So it was, yeah, you never know what kind of energy is behind it, and most of the time it's not the energy of source, it's the energy of our mind, and that says, oh no, you know, what if I can't book, or what if I can't do it? Because then you're not in the flow. When you're in that flow, you know, and I don't mean that you don't need to have control over your life, you know. You have that control over your life even in the flow, because you can manifest things on a different way. But that means you have to go beyond those cycles, beyond the third dimensional realm cycles. So yeah, I think it's really important that you can surrender to life circumstances. And yeah, that's how I work with it. If it doesn't go in flow, or I had it multiple times also with roadblocks, you know. It was a road that was blocked, and then it's a real sign that says, okay, you know, there are other energies that don't want you to reach your destination. So you need to, or you have to go back, or you have to find another road, or an inside road that brings you to that destination. And on that inside road, when you going from the highway and you take the inside road, you see so many beautiful things that get you back in that flow. You forget all about that roadblock. You know, you go back in source, in connection with what you see all around on your journey, and then everything starts to flow again, and that's really beautiful. So one card for the Divine Masculine, and that's what I mean, go beyond the circles, go beyond what you see with your mind, with your eyes, you know, just surrender to it, it will come. It's sometimes I give people space to find it out for themselves, to discover that they can do the things that they want to do. You know, if it doesn't work, you know, on one level, I say, okay, wait till Monday, or wait till, you know, to tomorrow, and then things will shift. Because sometimes it's the energy that's behind it that wants you to stop, or yeah, what you're doing. And when you get stepping out of that energy, that energy will fade away. You know, it will go. One card for the Divine Masculine, please. Thank you. Yeah. And one card of the Divine Feminine. Yeah, I thought that. Okay. For the Divine Masculine, weight of the world. Let the weight of the world go. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Somebody else's problem is not your problem. You know, you can take care of that person, you can assist them, you can help them, but how they perceive things is up to them. How they work through this is up to them. You don't have to save or anyone. You know, we're all born as a helpless being, you know, that is raised and gets supported, and you know, get the codes, get your template and your blueprint. But in there will be a moment, and there will be a time that you can make a different decision, and it's not yours to carry. So if somebody else has a karma with a certain object or a certain situation, it's not yours, it's theirs. And if you're taking that over, you know, you're going to carry their karma. So be aware of that. For the Divine Feminine, the seas of Mintanka, seeing potential, bringing the unconscious things to light. You're seeing potential in people, you're seeing potential in the world, you're seeing potential in every situation that is coming to you. And bringing that energy into the world that can change. And I hear, and this is really beautiful, because I hear the activation here. I work with Horus a lot, and that's seeing things from a higher view, but also protected, and so beautiful. I was two or 3 days ago, I saw two red kites, you know, flying towards each other together like this, going up, and then they fly again out of each other, and they're coming up, and you know, moving like a circle. And I was watching this, and I thought, wow, this is so amazingly beautiful. And this is actually how life should be. You know, it's two circles. You make your own circle, but then the two circles come together, journey for a while, and go their own journey again. But then, and it keeps on going. There is no separation. There's a separation, and at the end of of, of the straight line, and then going again. And wow, it was, I was mesmerized by it, and I thought, oh wow, that's really, really beautiful. Because you never, and I see it as a growing point, you never grow together. You know, sometimes the masculine flies off, you know, and goes sky high, and the divine feminine goes another direction, because that is necessary for time being. And then after a while, you know, those two reach each other again, and then there is so much to exchange, so many codes to exchange. And that is, at that moment, the golden avian came through. And that was really, those codes, those golden codes were so powerful, were so strong, that I thought, wow, this is a shifting point for, you know, for both. And that is connected to Horus. Horus is the protector, you know, but and he had to battle Set for such a long time, you know, um, for the throne, what was originally his. So yeah, I thought, wow, or his father's. Let I see that he was fighting, you know, this dark energy for a long time, and that's what exactly what is happening now, you know, in the world. But I always believe in that light, you know. um, Even in the darkest room, if there is a crack in the window, the light will come through and will lit up the whole room. And that's I think more people need to think about that. Change is inevitable, you know. That you can't, you know, everything is always movement. And yes, you have good years and you have bad years, um, but it depends where your energy is at. You know, it's where you are heading with your energy. Are you going to the light, or are you, um, you know, tapping in that higher realm and the higher realms, or are you staying stuck in that 3D dimensional thinking? Um, what what just needs balance, you know? It's not only light, because when we have only light in the world, it will blind you. You know, you can't see, you get overheated, you know, all these things. But, you know, it needs, everything needs balance. So bring light in dark places, so you can transform. And you don't have to go to the light, you know, but you can be lighter and lit up. That's what they say. Lit yourself up. Get that fire in your butt. Yeah, and get going. Yeah, it's really really amazing. Yeah, I think this is what the reading has to give today. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you still can see the mountain where the Valley of the Kings is, and Habu Temple, one of my favorites. I'm going there to do a ceremony for my mother today, It's her birthday, and it's also the day that we buried her. So her circle was totally closed. Yeah, and that is what my day is going to be like today, honoring the ancestors. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want a private reading from me, go to the description box below. There's my email address. If you want to send donations for the energy exchange, and if you want to get into the abundance ceremony with me, you know, put a donation in. I will write your name, and during full moon, I will, you know, put your name in the abundance pot, and abundance will flow to you. Okay, all the love, all the blessings. Or if you want to get rid of dark entities, if you want to flow more with your twin flame, you know, send me a message. I think the twin flame is the fly at the moment. So all the blessings, all the love, and I'll see you later. Bye bye. Where do I have to? Let's see. Here. No. Where's? Oh my gosh. The light is shining so bright in my face that I don't even see where to stop. Oh, here.